Tonight, I'm gonna have myself a real good time. I feel alive, and the world, I'm turning inside out, yeah. I'm floating around in ecstasy, so don't stop me.
Now, got our nice little, only a few have this merch.
Don't stop me.
Now, tonight we're here together. This is the Emperor speaking, by the way.
Good.
Tonight we're
gonna have myself a real good time.
For episode 5 review, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
The lightsaber dojo, 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 the lightsaber dojo.
You're at the lightsaber dojo. Welcome to the lightsaber dojo.
Now, some of us liked it from the jump street. Some of us, like Jedi Master George, hated it from the jump street. While I will say the character of Vader has been portrayed fairly good.
Activate! Oh, don't worry. Right. Okay. It's all right.
Good.
The show in and of itself has been cheap looking. Why do we need the Night Sister, Night Mother?
They want their night mothers.
I don't even know whatever the heck she really is. Night Sister, Night Mother, Night Mother. I don't even know whatever the heck. Her character makes no sense. Her character cannot act. I'm only gonna say 2 things why I don't feel like this is really a Star Wars show. A gravel pit. Vader and Obi-Wan take place at a blacktop plant. Doesn't look like Star Wars. And this is my problem with all of Disney Star Wars on Disney Plus. The music. It doesn't feel like Star Wars music. It doesn't even feel like they even friggin' tried.
It must have been love, but it's over now. It must have been good, but I lost it somehow.
At you guys here. Tell me what you think about the show.
I'll tell you about the show. I want Wicket the Ewok to host.
Pow.
That's what I'll tell you. Yusuf Broom this whole deal.
Look at the Ewok, yeah. I liked it. Didn't like the third sister. Feel like they should have just killed her. Young Anakin, I did not like how he looked. They could have de-aged him some. My favorite episode in the series so far?
This last episode was the worst episode because it was unbelievable. I didn't care about their flashback sword fight. I loved the idea of her being a Padawan. Could she have not just grazed him or chopped his helmet a little bit to make it believable? Vader's so strong. I love Strader being strong, but couldn't she have did something to penetrate?
When I tell you I think it was the best episode, it was the best episode. I love the flashback. I love Vader ripping the airplane out of the sky. I loved him fighting the third sister without even a lightsaber. He did it all with the Force. She was that little to him that he didn't even need to pull out his own saber. He took hers. And he knew she was a youngling the whole time. So if Vader being a bad bull is a bad episode, then that was a bad episode.
When they opened the doors and they came in, they were picking off the stormtroopers, these nobodies, like nobody's business. And the stormtroopers, I didn't even see them firing.
And these Blast points, too accurate for sand people. Only Imperial stormtroopers are so precise.
This is the closest I've seen to Rogue One. Rogue One to me sucked until it got to the last scene. And then that was probably the best scene in Star Wars when Darth Vader come in and tore him up. When he fought on this, he tore him up. I thought this was, I'm disagreeing. I think this is probably the second best episode besides the one when he fought Obi-Wan and run him through the fire.
You single-handedly ruined this whole episode. I would like to thank Jedi Master George.
Grandmaster Jedi George here. You know, I was very unhappy with this Obi-Wan Kenobi series right off the bat.
I believe Anakin.
If it was good content, then we would like it. But it's not good content. The only good content there is Darth Vader into it and little Leia. But there's all kinds of plot holes.
There's about four of you that were rooting for this to go downhill.
The only thing that was good about this episode was it showed how dominant and how powerful Vader truly is. It showed how weak and scared Obi-Wan is. The Jedi are full of fear. They've always feared the dark side. But other than him showing his dominance, there was a lot of plot holes. Anakin, I'm sure when he gets on here, he's going to point them out because he said about it earlier. How come she was so powerful that she could cut through steel, but Obi-Wan couldn't cut through the armor of the stormtroopers? Come on, man. Other than Vader's dominance, I have to say that I did not like this episode either.
Where Ferris Bueller had the parade at this road, remember Cameron and Sloan was walking by that. Just a little Chicago history for you.
I have to agree with Red Leader. I just don't see how everybody's opinion of the show just keeps getting worse and worse when the show just keeps getting better. Now we're getting flashback scenes that we were looking forward to seeing in the sequel trilogy that was in the theaters. The only thing that ruined this series is that we don't get to see it all at one time and it's so short.
This Obi-Wan show sucks.
I think Lando is shooting straight. He's not living on Cloud City.
Every one of us loved these characters. All they had to do was put something halfway decent out on screen. Instead, we got a Reva screaming to the top of her lungs because I guess what? She's angry. Vader, I hate you. Rah!
I think you get the gist of it.
R2-D2 here. Just wanting to chime in on this lightsaber dojo. I love the episode. I thought it was good. The only thing that I did not like was when Darth Vader was fighting the third sister. If he wanted to show her that she was weak, he could have took his lightsaber out, put one hand behind his back, and fought her with the lightsaber with one hand behind his back.
To become a Sith thing to where the lightsaber was a secondary thing. They looked down on lightsaber dueling. Not that they weren't experts at it, but they saw themselves so powerful in the Force, they didn't need it.
AJ the Hutt here, doing a food review for you. Have you ever thought about the end times? Have you ever thought about doomsday or food shortage? Today, I'm going to throw you a little different mix on a food review. I'm reviewing the Mountain House Adventure Meals. Chicken fried rice. Jedi Master George, we're going to have to edit that out. Now, the moment you've waited for. Hold on. Oh, yes. Spilt water everywhere. Let me get a piece of chicken. Make sure we get that chicken, boys. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, look at that, boys. Look at that. It tastes like a soggy piece of toast. Maybe chicken. I mean, I never rated this is my first survival prep food, but let me try a piece without the chicken, just the rice. I mean, if you're starving, this is tasting like Ruth Chris. This tastes like any fine steakhouse you've ever had. But right now, I'd say a good microwave rice. It's about on the level of the microwave rice. Fulfilling? Okay. I'd have to give it probably a 5 on a scale of 1 to 10. Now, if you were starving, I'm going to say it's probably about an 8. I'm Jay the Hut, and this has been my Doomsday Food Review.